Among the most popular of the dozens of internet bulletin boards that appeared following the release of the movie Brokeback Mountain in 2005 is the Ultimate Brokeback Forum, a community of people who had been moved by the motion picture and needed a place to express themselves and to communicate with others who had been similarly affected. The forum currently lists around 4,500 members. The book, Beyond Brokeback, The Impact of a Film, was published in May of last year. It is a sampling of the moving personal stories prompted by Annie Proulx's short story and the Ang Lee movie which it inspired. Here is a brief sampling of the contributions to the Ultimate Brokeback Forum, describing the fears, hopes, and aspirations of those for whom Brokeback, Beyond Brokeback, was such a revelation. In these unflinching posts, the cathartic power of great writing and great filmmaking is clearly evident. No other story or film has inspired so many of its audience to positive personal change.
Are we so powerfully affected by Brokeback Mountain because so much of our lives are numb, and this story won't let us be numb?
A lot of people, myself included, have been confused and a little freaked out by their strong emotional reactions to Brokeback Mountain. To wit, the tears that seem to come almost non-stop in the weeks after first seeing the movie or reading the book, and that seem to kick right back in at the drop of a cowboy hat in the months that follow. Some have said it felt like Brokeback Mountain uncovered a bottomless well of sadness in them that they didn't know existed, which also applies to me. What didn't make sense to me was why people with seemingly little in common, male or female, straight or gay, happily married or divorced, single or partnered, all ended up the same way, sobbing, as if our hearts would break. Well, I was reading Annie Proulx's Getting Movie essay in the Brokeback Mountain Story to Screenplay book the other night, and I ran across one sentence that leapt off the page at me. In the essay, Annie talks about her first meeting with Ang Lee, when she was still worried about whether he would be able to do the story justice, and how after they had spoken, she began to believe, quote,